Need to put away my game, sir, and switch over to my 6-button pad. Alright, plug in this. I'm so glad I finally got a proper USB hub. That's now sitting on my table. Alright, where is... sheathing? No, I don't want a ploopy. Although sometimes I do wonder if I should, like, try switching to a trackball. I mean, my wrists have gotten a lot better. My wrists and hands have gotten a lot better. But I do wonder if, like, using a trackball for, like, when I'm doing non-intensive stuff, if that might be a good idea. Alright, so let me get this open. Let me change the stream title and all that good stuff. Because we are not playing Brave Prince Musashi anymore. What am I naming this? We're just gonna call this Emerald Dragon. Oops, I finished Brave Fencer Musashi. Whatever, back to this. Done. Yeah, Muslashy. My mics are doing some weird feedback. Is it still happening? Maybe it's because... oh, maybe it's because I did this. 1 second. Hold on. Very slight echo. Okay, is it still happening? While I get this ready over here. Right, that's Emerald Dragon. Right. Have to redo the cropping on this slightly. I'll fix it when we're in-game. Alright. Is my mic still being weird, by chance? Is everything still being weird? Is life still weird? Is everything all fucked up now? It is? What the hell? Alright, hold on. What if I just unplug this? Hang on. Hang on, why don't I just turn it so I can hear myself? And that'll make it easier to tell what might be going on. Let's see. Huh. Huh. Interesting. It fixed? Oh, okay. All I did was just unplug it and plug it back in. That's weird. Hopefully that's just a weird one-off. Although I did have a really funny thing a couple days ago, where VTube Studio apparently decided it wanted to use approximately 92% of my GPU for itself until I rebooted, and I was like, okay, that's... You know, I've been complaining about being worried about having to, like, get a new PC, and I'm like, seeing something like that, it's probably nothing. But also, it puts the fear of God into me, so... Anyway, party chat, where were we? Headed to the Cave of Ruins. That's it? Okay. Thanks, Dr. Sean. That's exactly where we were going. We're going to the Cave of Ruins. Yeah, boxes, the Bloopy does look good. Definitely trying to be more conscientious of, like, my hands not getting fucked up. Let me fix this a little bit. It's fine, whatever. I shouldn't touch it. There's no need to touch it. Metro Worm? What am I doing? I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Alright, it's time for truly a thinking person's game. A game with very deep, intense gameplay. But yeah, this means on Monday we'll pick up with the sequel, which we'll see how I feel about that one. I'm mostly playing it out of curiosity, and this time not out of like any, oh, I know I'll love this, that kind of thing. Because I honestly don't remember. I played it 50 billion years ago, and it didn't stick in my head too well. So maybe I'll play it for 5 hours and be like, what is this shit? Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. I don't know what that did, but I'm sure it was good. If accidentally finished Double Dragon 2? No, I took a very vague look at a guide just to see like how far the scroll bar was relative to my progress in the game. It looks like there's still a pretty healthy chunk to go. Enough that well, I don't know. Like, I don't know how much of that was actually guide versus like maybe other crap, so I don't know for sure. But there was a lot of guide left. I didn't look at it past that because I didn't want to actually get spoiled or anything. And also, it was for the SNES version, so it honestly may not mean anything in the first place. I don't I don't know how different PC Engine and SNES are, like in terms of like game length or if the plot's different. Like I know about the mechanical changes, but I don't know about, you know, content-wise. Alright, let's keep hitting pillars for some reason. I gotta think about what I want to do. I'm going to assume that, Musashi Samurai Legend is also probably not terribly long. So I gotta start thinking about what I want to do afterwards. Oh, something... Oh, invisible. Which... Oh, down here. I do know the next thing I have planned after we finish this, I definitely want to do one run of Dragon Force. I am convinced of this now. So everyone's gonna have to forgive me if we have to sit through like 30 hours of me playing a strategy RPG. You all have to forgive my sins. And then I'll play through Langrisser immediately afterwards. No, I won't. I do love their Langrisser, though. The game looks super cool. Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know if you've played Brigandine, but you can definitely feel some similarities to Brigandine in terms of, like, the management aspects. No? Okay. That comparison does not mean much then, but yeah, Brigandine's also very cool. Has both a, I guess technically two PlayStation releases. There's Brigandine and then Brigandine Grand Edition. And then there's also the more modern remake on Steam called, I forgot, Legend of Renercia? Renercia? I can't say word good. Which is actually like a pretty good remake, shockingly. Like, you wouldn't expect a modern remake of an old-ass PlayStation strategy RPG that, like, 10 people care about today to be a good game. And somehow it was actually pretty good. But also probably like 5 people bought it, so that's all we're getting. But hey, you know, it existed and wasn't shit, so it was good. Also, weirdly, it had Tenpei Sato, the Disgaea guy, composing for it. Which is like... Brigandine's got like a somewhat more somber fantasy aesthetic, so like hearing some of Tenpei Sato's instrumentation in that context was kind of like, ah, that's pretty funny. It was good. Like, don't get me wrong, it was good music. It was perfectly good. RPG DL? What's RPG DL? I feel like I should know that. Where is this headless? Oh, it's an insect, whatever. Whatever it was invisible. Oh. Oh, I probably need to get more pillars. Okay. Um... Dueling League. Old form they used to do. Ah, okay. Okay, I'm not familiar with that then. I was like, that sounded like an acronym I would conceivably know about, but no. Yeah, I really like Brigandine. I think it's really cool. Um, it's just a solid... If you like your strategy RPGs that have a side of, like, you know, kingdom management aspects, and where a lot of your dudes are basically, like, you know, you have commanders who are all have monsters working under them. It's that kind of game. It's pretty interesting. So, like, your army is going to be, like, a couple of commanders. They're called Rune Knights in the setting. A couple Rune Knights who each have their own monsters in their control. And, like, there's different types of monsters. You know, there's wolves, there's dragons, there's, like, I think harpies, griffins, whatever. Let me see. There's been different kinds of monsters. They all can, like, they can equip stuff. They can evolve once they have, you know, been used enough, gotten enough experience. But they can also permanently die, so there's always like a little stress factor when you're fighting. Like, you don't want to lose a monster who's like starting to get ready to promote or even is promoted. So it's like, you know, you're constantly putting their lives on the line every time you fight with them, but you need to, like, that's the game. Hey, Tojiko-san. How's it going? Drink some water. I'm doing good. We finished Brave Fencer Musashi, and it was way too early to end stream, so I decided to pick this back up for a little bit. Get a little hour of Emerald Dragon in. Okay, this is the 4th pillar. I don't know if this is enough. Oh. You hear something heavy moving. Okay, let's go check the doors. That one's still closed. But there was a second set of, like... there looked like there was a second doorway. You know, is the game way too quiet right now? I think it might be. Rex, I adjusted it downward for Ancient Roman. Here, let me make that a little louder. Because Ancient Roman's music is all extremely aggressively loud. Alright, so this is still closed. The other doorway was up here. I think the main thing I really enjoy about Brigandine, and I assume Dragon Force is basically going to be more the same in this regard, is how in both games you can pick one of several kingdoms to play. You know, they all have their ruler, they all have different commanders you can use, or rather you start with, and they all have their own little like individual plot lines going on. So you can get a pretty different experience in Brigandine depending on who you're playing as. You know, they even have their own distinct map BGMs, battle BGMs, that kind of thing. So playthroughs can feel pretty different. Who am I gonna pick? I already know who I'm picking in Dragon Force. It's gonna be, I think they're called the Junon Empire. I was informed of something critical that made me go, okay, yes, that's what we're going with. I am in the know. But once I was informed of the important details, which I'm not going to say here, I was like, okay, yeah, I don't think I have a choice in the matter. Yeah, United by Spoiler Redacted. It took one screenshot and I folded. I was like, okay, say no more. Brigandine Lost Technology 6-month stream journey. I do want to try Lost Technology at some point. Probably not on stream, but I do want to try it. Because I don't have a... did I just get turned around like an idiot? Yes, I did. I got turned around. Oh wait, no. I was going the right way, actually. Shit. I got double turned around. Yeah, I do want to take a look at Lost Technology. Didn't quite look like it hit the same notes as, like, Brigandine and, potentially Dragon Force. I've only played Dragon Force for all of, like, 20-30 minutes, so... And I only played it as, specifically, one of the kingdoms I was not going to play as. But it didn't quite look like Lost Technology would hit those notes, but maybe I'm wrong. I do want to try it. Honestly, you know what? Hang on. What is... How is it? What? How much does it cost? Lost technology. It's $5. Whatever. I'll just like. Maybe I'll boot it up sometime this weekend. This is where the chest was, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that game is $5. I can just buy that. I can just play that. Technically, now that it's 20... I almost said 2016. Yeah, now that it's 2016, no. Now that it's 2026, I should start looking at some of the games I was given for my 12 for 12 thing. Some of them might be things I stream, honestly. Hold on, let me find the list. I saved it. I even included notes on who's responsible for suggesting them. Hang on, let me grab this real fast. Let's go over to the assets folder. That's the incomplete one. Where's the complete one? Why do I have 2 copies of this shit? Yeah, okay. So... That's... Why is that not... Is it super cropped? Oh, there we go. So I was given... So I have this list. Alongside who was responsible for recommending them. Like, I'm definitely gonna stream Belzerian again, because that game takes like 5 hours tops, and also it kicks ass. But that'll probably be something later in the year. I'll probably stream Killer 7. I haven't played Killer 7. I've seen little bits of it, and then I mostly looked away to avoid spoilers. But I definitely want to try Killer 7, that's for sure. Probably on stream. Some of those others I'm not sure. And then there's Mahjong, because... Yeah. Yeah, Satan recommended Mahjong Soul. I think that's accurate to say. So, yeah, thanks, Satan. That was Little Anon, I believe, who may or may not be here in this chat right now. Let me get rid of... There we go. Well, if nothing else, I can at least get through this dungeon tonight, and then we can... Hopefully we'll be to a less annoying place on Sunday. I'm getting too spoiled by having all my streams planned out, like, up to 2 weeks in advance. Why are there all these gold bars here? That's just being responsible. I mean, yeah, I guess. It's mostly just like I'm like alternating long games. So it's very easy to go. You know, like, okay, Sunday, Monday, we're doing one stream of each of these games. Thursday, Friday, we're doing one more of each of them. And then since they take so long, I have enough time to decide in advance what I'm gonna play afterwards. I do want to try, like, sneaking in a run of, like, the Symphony of the Night randomizer at some point. Since I've been occasionally guest starring over on Kalamrichi's stream while she's been playing it. Yeah, stream Zaku and I'll know the next 3 months. That is true. That is very true. I get the feeling we're actually gonna hit the level cap by the end of this game. I'm not sure, but it feels like it. Okay, so wait. That, yeah, this room is just a couple of gold bars. That's all that's here. I planned the second half of the stream. Yeah, um... I mean, I already have Dragon Force ready to go. And that was what I planned to be the next thing I play on RPG days, so... If it comes to pass that we started up on Sunday and beat it within, like, 2 hours, I am prepared. Although, given how annoying some of these dungeons are, who knows? Because, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm already lost. This looks like a different staircase. No? Wait. Hmm. If only this game kept track of, like, floors in the area names, like at least, like, see if this is, like, floor 1, or if this is a different floor. This might be floor 1 again, but I'm not sure. Honestly, the real obstacle is deciding what I want to do next after... Do I really think this is floor 1? Maybe I should go down more and get a... it's what I want to do next after Dragon Force. Maybe like another quote-unquote normal RPG again, but I don't know what. Like, it could be Nefeshel, maybe. I gotta decide. Okay, let's keep checking this. No, this goes back to the stairs. Never mind. Can we go southwest? This place is mostly annoying because every single fight seems to involve like 7 or 8 enemies at a time. It's like those overworld fights where sometimes you just run into 2 dudes and they explode on turn 1. On the bright side, there's no upkeep between fights, so... we don't have to stop and heal, we can just keep slamming our face into everything. No, okay, no, this is the first floor again. So we want to go back down these stairs. Okay, so let's go back down, and then... we don't want to take that staircase, we want to check the rest of this part of the floor. I don't think we explored over this direction yet. Maybe. Just at the end of everything explodes for the first enemy turn. I mean... sometimes it depends on which enemies spawn and where. There are some enemies we can definitely blow up a lot faster than others, especially if you get crits in the process. Because crits do like 1,000,000 damage in this game. Like, the high headless are really, really, really durable. Okay, this is a different staircase. I should probably make a casual save here, just because... in case we get ambushed by a sudden boss fight or something. This feels like it might be the right way to go. And I think this takes us to Big Kasha Island, where we were looking for that... the town of... something that began with the letter M. Maraglia? Maraglia? Something like that? Oh, we'll find out. Dragon Mail sounds like it's probably really strong. Yeah! It gives 2,000 defense! Alright, Atrishan, take it. And then, who deserves the Mithril Mail? It's gonna be Khosrow. Khosrow's very behind the fence. Whoops. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, I think Khosrow should be fairly... yeah, I gave him like an extra like 400 defense. Honestly, the defense stat is starting to sound kind of fake and made up. So this wasn't the right way to go, but it was a good way to go. As we've discovered, bosses still can hit you really fucking hard in this game. So number go up is more gooder for us. Okay, this is another news. Oh. Recovery medicine. Yeah, recovery. That might be a revive item because we've already seen the full heal item, the Varmor Remedy. So I assume recovery medicine is either like an AoE healing item or maybe revival. Feels like we're making progress now. Wait, what's the path down here? Hang on. Why would you put it? 10s cost 20 gold in this game. Oh, I guess if they're putting one in a chest, maybe that's a sign that a boss fight's coming up. Maybe that's just a little hint, a little nudge. Well, we'll save here. The next room looks kind of big and wide open. We'll save right here. Okay, no, it was a fluke. It just looked like it was a big room. I got scared. Oh yeah, I also want to try that Dark Savior game on the Saturn. Maybe that can be next after Musashi Samurai Legends. So I've heard that game is weird as hell. And I haven't... I've tried to not look up too much to not... Oh. To not get spoiled. Okay, we have to go in the room. We have to go in the scary room. Is it Dark Savior? I think it's Dark Savior. I keep messing up games that have Dark in the name. Hold on. Is it Saturn Dark Savior? Is that the right name? Yeah, Dark... Yeah, okay, that's it. That's the one. It's on your list, too. You're gonna have to beat me to it! It'll probably be like 2 weeks before I get to it. Do I want to check that first, or do I want to go check for boxes? I want to check for boxes. I should check what... Paladin Rapier. I think that's the weapon Haslam has on right now. Oh no, it's different. He has a Knight Rapier. Oh yeah, I need to play Landstalker too. I do want to try that at some point. It's Haslam exclusive. I don't know if it's better than what he has, but let's see. So, oh no, it's a shitload better. The Knight Rapier is about 200 attack. The Paladin Rapier is 400. That's a pretty... How strong is he now? He's the hard... Oh, no, actually, no. Khosrow is still stronger. But Haslam gets like 5 swings a turn, so he's pretty... He's fast. Yeah, I feel like there's like a billion good-ass Genesis, Saturn games. I like other stuff too. I don't know. There's a lot of game out there. It's okay that 90% of modern gaming sucks ass because I have 5 billion other things I can play. I'll never run out anytime soon. Alright, let's interact with this. It's probably just a teleporter, but... Oh. Awesome. Oh, it hits... It hits pretty hard and has a ton of AP. And they sealed Tamrin's magic. Huh. Do I have a way to fix that? I mean, they're cleaning up the enemies pretty well. Need time for Is there a Dragon Force too? Oh, Khosrow is fucking dead. Well, that's awkward. And... No, that's just healing. Never came in angel as a fan. Oh, interesting. What does Glow Moss do? It's a defense buff. Alright, it's good to know, but... Year strategy gaming... I mean... I do like a lot of, like... games that are strategy RPGs or are in that vein. But I'm not... Ooh... Okay, that's bad. Okay, well, the silence wore off now. Now that everyone's dead. Not everyone, but, you know. Oh, the boss is the one using silence. It's not the imps. So Tamrin's silenced again. Yeah, I do like a lot of strategy games. But my only point of contention... Oh, I should have used an item to fucking heal. What am I doing? I'm dead. Never mind. Just keep dodging. Just keep dodging. Have I tried any of the first Queen games? I'm actually not familiar with those. Hold on. Let me open my Obsidian so I can make notes. I want to put Lost Technology in first Queen on the... Alright. What was this? Lost Technology, and then First Queen. Okay. My list, which also still has Battlemania on the Genesis on it. PC 88 and 98, and there's one on Steam. Okay. Let me add that to the notes. It's a remake of the first game. Okay. So, PC 88, PC 90, and Steam, comma Steam, is remake of the first game. Alright. Let's take a look at that. You know, after Sean, just keep dodging. Not like that, but... Alright, take... Do I want to heal this turn? I probably do. Both the creators of Fire Emblem and Shining Force cited as one of their Ooh, that's interesting. I mean, I do like Shining Force, and I do like some Fire Emblem. I do not... Uh-oh. Maybe I should have healed. I might die. Oh? 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 Oh. Okay. We're fine this turn. Jesus. It's kind of wild that we're this high level, and some of these bosses still give enough experience that we're getting 2 levels off of them. And Haslam here is asking why the fuck did a Gundam just attack us, and yes, that's a fair question. Map of Big Kasha Island. And the Crimson Manuscript. I hear something heavy moving. What's party chat say? What could this manuscript be? It seems a significant item. It could be that something to do with this island's folklore about the Elder Gods. Man, I got no idea what you guys are on about. Alright, they don't... Can I actually look at it? Oh, it's probably a key item. Oh. Ye who have conquered the Armor of Silver, cross the Black Path and gaze across the Azure Ocean. The one who attends the sea is fated to serve ye. Yeah, that's referring to the shaman we were told about. The ocean shaman, I assume. I wonder if that means she's gonna be a new party member. So, cross the Black Path. I wonder... Let's use a tense real fast. So there were a couple doors... Okay, that doesn't do anything. There was a couple of doors that were still closed. I wonder if they're open now. There was one back on the first floor, I think. I don't know, I keep harping on this, but I'm shocked how high of a level you get to in this game. Okay, so we go back into the store. We need to go all the way back. I'm gonna go back to the first floor and then go check the other door that used to be sealed off. And hopefully that'll be open, and if it's not, then I don't know, I'll probably cry about it, I guess. No, wait, I don't think this is right. I need to go to the right path. Same people who made this booty also made... They fucking made Zavas? Okay, so... Zavas has like a borderline... It's like a meme for me and one other person who I don't think is in this chat. So there's the Dungeon Crawlers, the Labyrinth of Toho games, which typically, a lot of the equipment in them, it's like a lot of like just really goofy shitpost references to other games, like there's like wizardry items and all kinds of obscure stuff. And there was like this one particular sword or something, which... Like, one of the things that a lot of the references are really niche, you know, probably like old-ass, like, you know, PC 80, PC 98 games that obviously people playing English probably aren't familiar with. And there was this one particular item that took us, like, ages to recognize until we finally learned it was from fucking Zavas. And then our next reaction was, what the fuck is Zavas? And then we looked it up and it had some good music. That's all I know of it, though. I'm not too familiar with the Zavas besides that. Where was the other sealed path? I think it was to the northwest. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, huge Zavas fan. Person who's not played Zavas and only knows about it because of an item in Labyrinth of Toho 2. Seems how the comic... Oh, interesting. I do want to play more, like, PC 88, PC 98 stuff. Obviously, I know it's gonna be harder because a lot of it... a very large portion, it's not gonna be in English. But... There are ways to get by. Wait, is this gonna lead to another boss fight? We're saving. We're saving. Also, I want to look at what's behind this real fast. That's a path. Hang on. That's the exit? Hang on, I didn't consent to this. I want to go check the funny monolith thing downstairs, I'm sorry. Hell Soldier. The hell... Holy fuck! Okay, we have a pack of game... I'm almost dead. Okay, Hostile helped finish one off. And we have two wounded ones by us. Killed the one to our right. Just how she shot that one. If I move from here... The boss... Can I check what... what does Atrishan's sword cost to swing right now? Can I move up, take a swing, then take a step back? No, I should probably just wait here. And heal Khosrow. Yeah, because if the boss got into Tamrin and Sao Xian, that'd be pretty bad. Like, this is still an awkward situation, but it's a manageable awkward situation. Especially because Haslam just fucking killed that dude. Unfortunately, there's now an opening. Can I make you actually move back, like, here? Does that actually work at all? I have no idea how this command even works. Alright, whatever. Oh, it's probably to, like, attack a target, right? Yeah, okay. Let's have them finish off the last guy down there, then. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was really, really afraid of. Tamarin, South Sheep. Okay. Yeah. This guy is, actually really, really scary. Oh god! That's not what I meant to hit. Oh no. I thought I was in the item list. I was, like, mashing too fast. Shit. It's okay. Nobody died for my mistake. Let's do that again, much more slowly. Going to use our remedies very patiently. I mean, at least he's not going after Tamarin anymore. But he still hits like a freight train. Okay, he's finally actually dying now, so... Okay, but him dying still has a shitload of HP, so... Oh, Jesus. Didn't even give them... Didn't even give enough for a level. You know, with how much the Shamaness is being built up at this point, I am very curious what she looks like. Southwest tip of this island. Okay. Oh, there's a village too. We should probably stop by there to pick up more items, because we've used a lot of our remedies by now. In case the shrine like has a boss fight or something. Let's save so you don't have to redo that fight, because that fight sucked. And then let's go dip back inside the cave room, because I want to check out that other monolith. Not what I expected. Oh. It's nothing. Alright. Let's take a look at the map. So the town... Oh, the town's over there. Can you get across from the northern end? Or is it better to go south and around? No, north and around seems to make more sense. This map is so... This map is something. Alright, let's try going north and around the top of the island. Oh, we have new birds. What? Oh, Sandman. Khosrow is still dying. I mean, to be fair, he has 3 guys hitting him, so that's not entirely his fault. But also, his armory is a little bit behind both Haslam and Akshan, so... Despite defense numbers being so high that they feel like made-up numbers, it still makes a difference, I guess. They silenced Tamarin. That's pretty bad, actually. Do I still have more tents? Yes, okay. I mean, we're pretty close to the town. Well, not pretty close, but we're close enough. Oh, here we are. Alright. This doesn't look like much of a town, though. Hang on. Before I die, I wish I could eat that fruit again, just one more time. I'm sorry about your fruit issues, but I cannot help you right now. I'm leaving. This doesn't look like a village. Trees bearing red fruit grow in the south. Okay, we're getting fruit. Forbidden fruit. If you eat them, your body fills with power. Are we gonna get fruit for Grandpa? Is this the actual town we were told about? I guess it is. Then there's like this funny building over on the west end. Don't know what that is. It's like there's like a road. Is that... Wait. That looks like a village? But there's how... Is this the temple? I don't know what any of this shit is! Alright, well first of all, let's try going south and see if we can find the fruit trees. I don't know how far south they mean when they say... if I need to go across the water south, or if they're on this part of the island. Oh yeah, I did see one thing when I was looking at, I was like back reading some earlier stuff in the SNES Emerald Dragon guide, just to like see if there's like any funny things I missed. And there is one very funny thing I did miss. When you go talk to the Great Sage, Sao Shan's master, if you remember, when we were all done there, and we started talking to him, he started like shaming us for wanting more stuff from him. It turns out if you keep talking to him, eventually he'll offer you 6 different choices on other items he's willing to give you. some of them are equipment, some of them are consumables, but here's the catch. For 4 out of the 6 items, he will offer up some excuse as to why he won't give them to you. And then there is, like, one actually okay item to get from him, I forget what it is. And then the 6th item is apparently so bad that if you decide to pick it, he feels bad for you and also gives you, like, 10,000 pulse on top of the item. Which is insanely funny. Have I played Vantage Master? No, I've seen it before. I think... Well, no, that's not true. I think I remember a bunch of years ago... It's in English, right? Did it get... I don't know if... was it a fan translation or an official release? I don't remember that part. I think I've seen it, and I might have even, like, played it for a couple minutes or something. Assuming it's the right game that I'm thinking of right now. I might be mixing it up with something else, I'm not entirely sure. English release Hexagon? Okay, yeah, I think I've... Hold on, let me just look at a screenshot of it, instead of, like, playing this weird memory guessing game. Hold on. Vantage Master. Okay, yeah, I've seen this before. I think I might have, like, poked at it, like ages ago. So I don't actually remember anything about it. I don't think I, like, played it for very long, but I have, like, I have poked it. I don't actually know anything about it, though. I think it was when I was in my younger phase of, like, something niche was in English, so no matter what, I was gonna grab it and, like, at least... What the hell is this cave? A cave we can't enter. Fair enough. Good answer. I would, like, you know, at least grab it and try it. Is that a... Have you heard of this, comma, because it's really awesome recommendation? Yeah, that could be that cave, too. Alright, now let's go back to the west. There's clearly no fruit trees out here. Although, that reminds me, speaking of old Falcom games... Speaking of fan translations, that once they are out, I am going to... Not literally drop everything to play it, but I'm going to slot it in as soon as humanly possible. Whenever the Dinosaur Resurrection translation comes out, that is high on my list. That game looks awesome, and I want to try it really badly. So I'm extremely looking forward to when the translation's done. I think they're, like, making pretty good progress on it, too. I mean, they're all adults doing a hobby in their free time, so, like, pretty far can still mean there's a lot left to go, right? But I think I remember seeing an update. Yeah, hang on, let me double check. Hold on, was it the Geofront guys? Was that their name? Hang on. Dinosaur Resurrection. Geofront. Okay, where's the link to the damn site instead of all these people talking about it? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, okay, it's on Geofront. Hold on, what's their last update about it? Let's see. Oh, they did an update back in October. Yeah, I'll put this in chat, so in case people are curious. So yeah, last update in October. Looks like... Let's see. Hang on, I'm just skimming this. Dinosaur is extremely close to being finished. Translation, editing, additional reviews of the text have been performed. However, on the programming side, there's still important debugging and pipeline work that needs to be done before we can move into beta testing. Yeah, it's a very good fish portrait. So yeah, it sounds like they currently need more computer touchers to help them out. If that were my expertise at all, I would definitely love to help them, but sadly it's not, so all I can do is watch from the sidelines and cheer them on in spirit. Yeah, game looks cool as hell. Definitely want to play it when it's when that is ready. Okay, are we getting close to the damn whatever? Okay, do we have to go south and around? Yeah, okay. God, we're gonna be like level 80 by the time we wrap up tonight. I honestly think we might hit level cap by the time we finish this game. Because like most boss fights give so much experience unless we're like secretly at the ending or something. Okay, I'm going to assume... No, the temple is at the tip of the island, they said, so this is... This is definitely the southwest tip. So let's, What? Oh, cutscene. Oh god. Well, glad I had the foresight to save. I'll be honest, like, in terms of supplies, what are we working with? We have the recovery medicine, we have glow moss. I should use the glow moss. Tamarin, one remedy. One remedy. Okay. Okay, Sashiant and Khosrow need to not die, because they have, like, all the damn remedies right now. The Harpies are pretty tanky. And everything hits kind of hard. Please don't kill Khosrow. Please do not kill Khosrow. Oh god, don't do it, don't do it, don't... Okay. Alright, Khosrow's safe. Haslam, please do not attack the fucking boss directly. Alright, Khosrow's on target. Let's... There's no way I can cover Tamarin and Sashian, so I just have to hope the AI decides to leave them alone. Like, I can body block a little bit, but I can't do much otherwise. Oh, Haslam's gonna die. That's gonna be really bad. Unless... Oh, thank god. Okay. That one turn made everything so much easier. Well, at least Hiddle spent his AP just healing the harpies. That's, like, annoying, but it's better than him attacking people with all of his AP, so... I'll take that. Do I need to command... Jesus Christ, Saoshant. I need to tell the AI to please kill the damn harpy. What do you mean? He knows a resurrection spell. I mean, whatever. Okay, it takes 18 of his AP to revive. So he's trading away like 3 swings to do that. I think that's a pretty favorable trade for me. But he also knows heal, and I don't know how much HP he's healing, so that's kind of scary. Oh, he's almost dead. Oh, I mashed too fast. Okay. Alright, we have killed yet another blowjob brother. How does this keep happening? I can't save over that cave slot because that name is too good. That's gotta exist there forever now. Alright. Maybe now we'll get to meet the shaman, or maybe like some third asshole's gonna jump out of the woodwork to kill us.
紅の古文書を持つあなたたちを導くのが私の定め。魔王を討つためには山の巫女の助けが必要です。紅の古文書と対をなす青白き古文書を手に入れるのです。古文書はこの島の南東、
Okay.
禁断の洞窟にあります。手に入れて戻ってきなさい。
You know, that's great. I would really love an actual shop at some point. I wonder what this... That's probably plot related, whatever that... Well, I could check, though. What if that's like a way to go back to, like, civilization? Yeah, let's save and go find out. We know where the cave she wants us to go to is. It's the cave we got, blocked from earlier. Wait, train tracks? There are trains? Nobody told me there are trains in this game? What the hell? I need to know what's at the end of the tracks. This is now the most important thing in my entire life. Nothing else matters. No, it's nothing. Alright. Let's go back down. It was all for naught. Oh, Haslam's dying. Well, it happens. The left look... I know, you're right. I should go check it out. I'll go back and look. Just because it doesn't look like there's anything there on the map doesn't necessarily mean it's actually empty. There could be like something there that... Let's just say the map is not exactly what I would consider trustworthy. I'll go back up and take a quick look at it. Oh, also I'm dying. Never mind. I am no longer dying. Okay, no, just a little empty little spot. The fights here are actually pretty rough. I mean, part of the issue is just that only 2 people in our party are getting any stronger. Again, I might just die. Okay, not quite, but almost. I'm going to trust that Tamarin's going to heal me. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay, so my trust might have been fine, but the issue was the turn order. The turn order was not in my favor. Well, I mean, that saved us some time. We're back down here. Yeah, I'm getting pretty worried about items. I think, I should transfer a bunch of the remedies over to Achishan's inventory. Because if he dies, it's game over anyway. So, it doesn't make sense to leave anything to chance by having them sit in Saoshian and Crossroads inventories. We'll do some inventory management after this fight. Alright, let's do this. Get rid of that Soul Potion. I don't care who takes it. Get rid of this tent. Give it to Tamarin. That's not what I want to do. Right. There we go. Okay, we had more than I thought. It's just they were like spread out among the party. So that's a little... That's better than I thought. Granted, with how many boss fights we've been running into, you know, they may not last. But, well... I mean, I guess at the end of the day, if you really needed to, you could go back through the... what do they call it? The Cave of Ruin, whatever. Because I think... since we opened the actual path to the end, it's not that long of a dungeon to run through. And that would take you back to Little Kasha Island, and there is a village there. I'd prefer not to do that, but if we get too low on stuff, we might have to at some point. Unless we actually go to a real town. Oop, a real town sometime soon. If nothing else, if it turns out this is secretly like heading towards the game's ending in some kind of like point of no return fashion, I'm definitely gonna do that and just give everyone a full supply of armor medicines. Because each one of those is a full heal, so... Alright, this is the cave. Let's do a safety save in case we get jumped by, like, Blowjob Brother number 3. Oh, the big level 80. I can check the map here for boxes at least. I don't have to check all the dead ends manually. Or at least... Well, I don't know if that's true. Like, I'm not sure if chests showing up on the map is actually consistent or not, because the map in this game is kind of jank. Maybe I should be taking a look myself. The fights here don't seem too bad yet, so... Those guys are called Hell Tours? That's kind of sick, actually. I think there's like spike traps down there or something. Interesting. I don't know if those are like cosmetic traps or if they're real traps. I would prefer not to find out. Oh, the slimes explode. Oh, Khosrow's dead. Well, skill issue. Got blown up on. We're pretty low in tents, so I'm gonna try and just hope Tamron gets to heal him in a fight. Looks like there's a chest there. Oh, it's a teleporter, but it's inactive, actually. But this is also... Oh, there's a chest there. Wait, that's not... Is that showing the map? Yeah, that's like a darkened black tile there. Okay. The map colors in this game just kind of, like, do whatever. Like, there's a different dungeon map where the chests were, like, a bright orange color in the map. And then this one, they're kind of like that, like a black pixel instead. Fireblade. You have my attention. 320, but it costs 7 to swing. No, that is stronger. It is a little slow to swing. What's it do for his swings per turn? 714. He'll lose 1 swing per turn, but maybe that's fine. It does give him a... It's a lot of extra attack. It's fine. Yeah, I lose 1. But it's an extra 100 damage or attack power, so I'm kind of like, you know, that's probably worth it in this game. Yeah, we'll try it. So, if that's what a chest looks like on the map, we probably want to go check the 2 little rooms above us. Maybe that teleporter, like, the teleporter is gray, but maybe it's actually active, I don't know. Yeah, chest. Okay. Recovery medicine, which I still don't know what that does. I assume it's either a revive or AoE heal, but I'm gonna save it until it's like a complete panic situation. Like I've got to do something or I'm gonna game over. So whatever it is, we only have 2 of them, and they're not viable. I'm going to choose to believe that they're like extra good items. Make sure there's nothing above us. No, there's boxes up there too. Okay. I mean, at least the fights here are pretty trivial. We'll probably try and get through this place and then we'll wrap up for the night. Because it's near the usual stopping point. Even though it's Friday, I still want to relax. Meanwhile, I was expecting Brave Prince Musashi to need... Why do I keep saying Musashi? Jesus. Musashi to go long and expected to, like, oh, maybe I'll have to, like, go extra long to finish it. No. There was like 3 hours of game left. There was nothing there. Oh no, we got that chest, damn it. Oh, goodbye, Haslam. Those slimes are incredibly dangerous. I'm going to trust in their ability to, I don't know, get healed by Tamarin. Gold bar at this point in the game? Come on. And... whatever. Alright, I guess we'll go check the weird gray teleporter, because there's nothing else to do here, so... Like, all the working ones we've seen have been, like, flashing blue or whatever. Maybe that one's just special. Oh. Wait. Oh, we can't go down there yet. Okay. I want to save and walk on one of those things that look like spike traps. I need to know. So I keep avoiding them like they're like lava. It's been really funny if I'm doing that for no reason. Alright, we're gonna save. We're gonna take a step. Alright, how much? 312. Okay, it does like 50 damage to the entire party. Okay, no, it was great, but it works. So we definitely want to go down to that treasure room we saw. Not our room, really, but the treasure hallway. The hallway with like 3 boxes in it. You know, those slimes might blow up on Haslam and kill him. Never mind. Saoshyant killed one of them. Massive gold bar? The core potion. Oh, Dragon Shield. That's probably for Aftershawn. Oh, Haslam can use it too. But consider this, Haslam is not the main character, so no, he can't. Does Haslam need the heater shield? Yeah, he does actually. It's an upgrade for him. So, Haslam is still benefiting. He gets a little shield upgrade. And after Sean, get rid of the Demon Slayer, give it to someone else, you don't need that crap. I need these a tent. Now just deal with it. I mean, if we're getting all the fancy, like, dragon gear in a game called Emerald Dragon, that lends credence to the possibility that we're extremely far. Well, no, we're level 81, you have to be far in the game at this point. But also, I also don't get the sense that we're actually, like, near a conclusion yet. Like, we're still missing 3 of the Emerald Graces. Maybe you don't collect all 6, or maybe you kind of speedrun getting the other 3 of them or something. I don't know. It's gonna turn out that, like, the level cap is actually $9.99, and we're, like, halfway through the game still. The Dragon Transformation, as far as I'm aware, that's SNES only. Does not exist in this version. So I got these really long hallways. Is this, like... Okay, it's safe. I was like, is this bad blue stuff? Is this, like, bad, evil blue jello? Let's save in case something weird happens. Oh. Oh. That scared me. Alright, the blue corridors were bad. I should have gone to kill a slime. Someone's gonna die from my sins. Yep, goodbye, Khosrow. Trying to hold off on tent uses until the bitter end. I think we only have 2 left right now. Which is funny after I complained about getting one in a chest. Oh! The slime ran up to Sao Shan and just fucking killed him. Alright, that feels like a menacing door. So let's take a save. God damn it! It wasn't a door at all, it was like a funny... It's another Gundam. Oh god, this looks horrible. Alright. Let's use a remedy. Okay, we can 2-shot the slime. Oh my god! He just hit Akishan for 200 fucking damage. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of AP though, so... And these slimes are mostly not that scary? Question mark? Can I make it? No, I can't. Let's hit this one. Ooh! Goodbye, Haslam. Khosrow, good luck. I wonder if it's better to, like... No, if I leave all the oh my god! He just one-shot Khosrow with a crit. I almost wonder if it's better to ignore the slimes, but they're gonna spam clone, so... But like this... Ooh! Yeah, it was due to Atrashan's misjudgment and not his... The gold armor caving his fucking skull in. Okay. Alright. So I don't have a plan on what to do. Yeah, due to Atrashan getting knocked the fuck out. I wonder if I should just have everyone stick to the armor and hope the armor's AI decides to, like, trade off targets constantly. And just deal with the fire slime's chipping and damage. Oh god! Yeah, like this. Khosrow, stay in the boss. Oslam, you're already there, but just in case, stay in the boss. Like, if he... Oh, he gets 3. He gets 4 actions, fucking never. What the fuck do you do about this shit? Alright, so this is a problem. Like, what do you... Yeah, let's see what kind of bosses. I just need to hope we can kill him, like... We can't sustain this level of damage. That's kind of all there is to it. We need to hit him extremely hard. Bye, Khosrow. Yeah, like, the slimes barely do anything. But the issue is... Jesus! Alright, I said we're doing this when the chips are down. I think the chips are down. What does this do? Is it just an even better full heal item? Maybe eventually Varmers don't top you off and then you need recovery medicine instead? Whatever, eat some shrooms, girl, we're fucked. Oh. All I can hope for is that I dodge. Okay. Okay, Tamron buffed my defense, that might actually matter. Okay. Okay, that defense buff might have actually saved this, and she just used the second one, and they do stack. We know defense buffs stack because enemies have done that to us. I think we're safe now. I'm just taking him into the corner so he doesn't get any ideas of going to go cave Tamron's skull in, because I still need her for healing. We have items, but I'd rather not use the items if you don't have to. What a nightmare. Okay, he's flashing red. He can still, like, double crit and kill us. Although Tamron buffed us, so... And Tamron's buffing us even more now. Now we're hitting extremely hard. Oh, thank fuck. And most importantly, the only two people who gain experience are alive. It's okay that everyone else is dead, because we're alive. What an unbelievable nightmare. Literally only won because Tamron's AI decided to buff my defense. And once again, we got 2 levels for that, and also we got 2 more AP for it. Nightmare. Ye who have conquered the armor of gold, cross the bay filled with darkness and bring the light. The one who attends the mountain is fated to serve ye. Alright, I think that warrants using a tent. That also warrants saving, so we never have to do that fight ever again. Actual nightmare fight. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll get out of here. We'll leave on a cliffhanger. We'll save the shaman for next time. That was... Yeah, I'm gonna have nightmares about that fight. That was fucked up. Why does he hit that hard? Why? That's not okay. That's not okay. Like, this is why I'm kind of secretly hoping that we get a second mage as one of our party members, so we have 2 people who can potentially choose to use buffing spells. Because realistically, in most fights, Tamron's healing every single turn. There's no time for her to use Strup or Din Up or whatever. And the buffs make a huge difference, like... She stacked enough copies of Din Up that, like, I think Aftershock was taking half as much damage, and also hitting twice as hard. Like, that's pretty irreplaceable in a game like this. But you can't make them do it. Like, the only way you can make them do it is just by everyone being healed enough by the time their turn rolls around, and then they still have to choose to, like, not use a damage spell or whatever. So, all you can do is, like, try to gently steer them in that direction, and only if turn order works out in that way. Was it up from here? Yeah, it was up. Wait, is there anything in the top left corner? Maybe I should go check. Might be more, like, fancy equipment up here. No, there's nothing down in that room, so you've seen it before. Okay, we're leaving. We're getting out. I feel like every boss fight in this game is just an absurd gamble of, like, is this gonna be a pushover? Or is it gonna be the guy who fucking kills you? And so far today, we've had 2 of the guy that fucking kills you. So that's a little scary. Is this where the exit is? I don't know. Yeah, I can see it on the map. I wonder how many other people are playing this and have gotten to that fight. I want to know what their reaction is. I want to know the emotions running through them if the gold armor walks up and fucking kills them. I think next level, Aftershawn's gonna have enough action points to swing with his sword 5 times again. Okay, we're free. Hold on, what's the party chat say? Is the party chat saying oof ow my bones? No, they're not saying oof ow my bones. Surely they must have some kind of... What do you think? We were just told they had a connection by the shaman. She literally said to go get them. You know, no, let's go see her. Let's... I want to go talk to her too. We'll go meet the shamaness and then we'll stop. I want to know if anything cool is about to happen. I need to end tonight on a note that is not my ass getting pounded by the gold armor. Alright, I think we're almost there. Also, it's midnight and I'm hungry. God damn it. It's always like this. Alright, go down. Alright, let's save before I walk in case, like, Blowjob Brother... Oops, that's not what I wanted to hit, I'm sorry. That's not the button to bring up the menu. In case some other asshole suddenly appears to, wanting to kill us. Alright. Alright, this better be so cool for the nightmare we've gone through.
紅の古文書を持つあなたたちを導くのが私の定め。よくぞ2つの古文書を揃えました。あなたたちに必ず必要となる古代神の秘宝がここの北。
Even take... Is that where the train tracks are going?
封印を解いておきました。言って、
Huh. Alright, well, we got sent on a third fetch quest. We'll call it there, it's fine. I thought I thought something cool might happen, I don't know. It's fine. We made some good progress. We got past a couple dungeons. We killed like 3 different bosses, 2 of whom nearly killed us. Well, no, one of them literally did kill us, actually. But we've got to be. Maybe we'll get to see the ending on Sunday. But that's gonna be. We're gonna put this controller down over there. That's gonna be it for tonight. We'll pick this back up on Sunday. Hopefully we'll see the ending. Hopefully they'll... I'm kind of scared for how much harder the bosses seem to be getting, because, like, maybe there's going to be some party turnover in the near future, or they're going to get buffed or something, because they're... Khosrow, at least, is starting to struggle. Sashian's fine, he does 1,000,000 damage, and Haslam's pretty good too, but Khosrow's getting a little... He's struggling. But... yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Let's see who is alive at this hour. There are people alive at this hour. Oh, I see two people. Hang on. Musashi Forever. Yeah, that was a good game. I liked it. Alright, I'm giving the people a choice. Is that Link's... Alright. Do we want to go to Link's Awakening or do we want to go to Ogre Battle? Oh, I'm leaving it to whoever says the first thing. I'm thinking Ogre Battle. Alright, Ogre Battle. I'm in agreement. Alright, we're gonna go raid Soiteki. You didn't finish as a kid? Well, now you get to see the ending, such as it is. It's not a very long ending, but I mean, it is an ending. I like it a lot, like... Granted, we had some issues. Most of the issues existed between my chair and my keyboard, but we managed, we survived, we got through it. We endured. Yeah, I think it's a good game. Also, I think the soundtrack is, like, ridiculously good, too. But yeah, we're gonna go read Soiteki. Here is the Discord link. That's all I got. I'll be back on Sunday with more of this. Hopefully we'll finish it. We'll see. Anyway, good night. Thank you for coming. That's it. Goodbye.